Hi everyone, it's Michelle Bursell. I'm excited to be with you today because it is a Q&A day. I'm taking one of your questions that you sent in to me and sharing a message. I try to pick a message that applies to everyone, so please stay tuned. Even if you feel like the subject doesn't have anything to do with you, trust me, there's emotional components that we can all fall into traps with that do not serve us, and that's what I want you to listen up for. How might this be applying to my life so I can raise my emotional vibration and get out of these predicaments quicker and with less effort and energy wasted. So this email, and by the way, if you want to send in your emails, please do, support@michellebursell.com. And I can answer those that more quickly if they have a theme that, again, will apply to a lot of people. This is Dahlia, and she writes me, and she says it's emotional infidelity, which I really think that title is interesting, emotional infidelity. She says, my so-called husband has left me once again. It's not the first time. When we met over 15 years ago, he was already in a relationship with the same woman. Obviously, they got married. She says, I keep kicking him out and he returns. Now he is making a decision whether he is going to stay with me or go with her. I want to be in the moment with him, but worried at the same time. I want to be inside myself to feel supportive for myself and to love and accept me, as maybe I feel I don't and he doesn't deep down. I'm confused. Well, whenever any one of you, whenever we hit a point when we're confused, you know the ego is at play. So that's a big indicator for you. Now, with Dahlia, with your situation, what's going on here is that the true infidelity is happening within you. You aren't being true to yourself because you know that this man is not serving your highest good. He's not bringing you the relationship that you deserve and desire. Now, we can all fall into traps like this where we accept things about our life that aren't serving us. Let's take me for an example. There was, when I first started my first book, I thought, great, it's out in the world, let's see what happens. And I had no idea about the book publishing industry. I had no idea about how to market it. And I just said, it's God's will, and we'll just kind of see what happens with it. And but I was hitting this block because my heart knew that I wanted my book, Emotional Abundance, to be out in the world more. And Dahlia, your heart knows that you want a relationship with a man that you can trust, where you can have that sense of safety and true love and honor and respect. And so we come up with excuses. It could, in my case, God's will. In Dahlia's case, it's my husband. And it's not that your husband isn't doing anything wrong. Obviously, he is. But if you put your energy on him, you lose your energy towards what you can do, what you have responsibility to do. Same with me. I was putting it on God. That takes it away from me. Not that we shouldn't surrender to God, but this is what we have to remember when it comes to God, Spirit, Divine Source, however you look at that, is that it is that sense of surrender as well as ask and it's given. We need to be able to, in asking, that we take responsibility for ourselves. So it's both. And you walk this line of where yes, you have to surrender by accepting what your reality is, but also taking responsibility for that. And that's when I had this aha moment that it was my ego at play, because whenever we say I'm hitting a wall against something that I desire, but I can't get there, your ego is coming up with an excuse. And your higher consciousness, your inner wisdom knows that there's a way around this mountain that we've created. Okay? And so it's up to us to tap in, and that's exactly what I did. It took me to get frustrated with, saying, okay, this is God's will, I surrender. But then I got frustrated with that because I know how to feel every emotion as love. I know that there's loving energy coming through that frustration to guide me. And that's exactly what came through, that what I am doing is not serving me. It isn't fulfilling me. And I need to think about this differently. And that's when I learned, that's when I opened myself up to learn more about how to share about my book in a way that felt good and authentic to me. So, for all of us, hitting those blocks, having something in our life that isn't fulfilling to our hearts, listen to your inner guidance. Otherwise, we are creating our own emotional infidelity by shutting those feelings down rather than letting them rise and share, not from the ego, not from blame, not from a sense of powerlessness, but that we have power to change every aspect of our life to serve us. So I hope this supports you, Dahlia. I hope this supports others, and I look forward to touching base with you again. Take care, everyone.